Elon Musk, the name synonymous with electric cars and space exploration, took a sharp turn into the political arena. He didn't just dip his toes, he dove headfirst, pouring millions into the 2024 election. His chosen champion, none other than Donald Trump. Musk's support wasn't a quiet endorsement. He pumped a record-breaking $277 million into Trump's campaign and supporting PACs. This made him the top donor, dwarfing other contributions. This wasn't just about political ideology. Musk's businesses, Tesla, SpaceX, and the newly christened X, formerly Twitter, all had skin in the game. Changes in government policy could make or break his companies. The gamble was huge, the stakes even higher. Would Musk's bet pay off, or would it backfire spectacularly? The business world watched with bated breath. Musk's move was unprecedented. Never before had a tech CEO so blatantly aligned themselves with a single candidate, especially one as polarizing as Trump. Some praised his boldness. Others questioned his sanity. One thing was certain: the political landscape had shifted, and Musk was at the epicenter. The election results sent shockwaves through the nation. Trump was back in the Oval Office, and Musk's gamble had paid off, at least on the surface. Tesla's valuation skyrocketed, adding a staggering $300 billion to its market cap. SpaceX, Musk's space exploration venture, wasn't left behind, reaching a valuation of $250 billion. Even X, still reeling from its controversial rebranding, seemed to benefit from the new political climate. Was this simply a coincidence? Or was there a direct link to Musk's political maneuvering? Supporters pointed to the stock market's positive reaction as proof of Musk's genius. Critics argued that other factors were at play, but the numbers were hard to ignore. Musk's companies were thriving, and their success seemed intertwined with Trump's return to power. The question remained, how long could this last? Musk's fortunes were now tied to the whims of a notoriously unpredictable president. The business world buzzed with speculation, wondering if Musk had made a deal with the devil or secured a winning lottery ticket. Musk's ambitions went far beyond mere financial gain. He had his sights set on a much grander prize, reshaping the very fabric of American governance. His weapon of choice, a project dubbed Doge, named after the internet-famous Shiba Inu meme. But this was no joke. Doge aimed to slash a jaw-dropping $2 trillion from the federal budget by streamlining bureaucracy and eliminating inefficiencies. The plan was audacious, to say the least. Musk, alongside tech entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, proposed a radical overhaul of government agencies. They argued that outdated systems and unnecessary regulations were costing taxpayers trillions. Doge promised to cut through the red tape, leveraging technology to create a leaner, more efficient government. Skeptics scoffed, calling it a pipe dream. They pointed to the government's legendary resistance to change and the sheer complexity of the task at hand. But Musk, never one to back down from a challenge, remained undeterred. He believed that his experience in Silicon Valley, where disruption was the name of the game, would translate to the political arena. Only time would tell if his optimism was warranted. Musk's management style, often described as aggressive and unorthodox, had become legendary in Silicon Valley. He was known for setting ambitious goals, demanding long hours, and making swift, sometimes ruthless decisions. His tenure at Twitter, now X, was a prime example. He implemented mass layoffs, slashed budgets, and overhauled the company's culture. Opinions on his methods were divided. Supporters praised his efficiency and willingness to make tough choices. Critics decried his management style as chaotic and insensitive to employee well-being. Now, Musk was bringing this same approach to the United States government. Could his Silicon Valley playbook work in the world of politics? The challenges were immense. The government operated on a scale and complexity that dwarfed even the largest tech companies. Musk's success, or lack thereof, would depend on his ability to navigate the treacherous waters of Washington, D.C. He would need to build alliances, outmaneuver opponents, and convince a skeptical public that his methods could fix a system seemingly designed to resist change. Section 5. Bureaucracies bite back. The roadblocks in Musk's path. Musk's grand vision for government efficiency faced a formidable adversary: bureaucracy itself. The very system he sought to reform was deeply entrenched, with entrenched interests and a vested interest in maintaining the status quo. Politicians, wary of disrupting the delicate balance of power, were hesitant to embrace radical change. The Doge project, despite its lofty goals, quickly encountered resistance. Lobbyists, representing powerful industries that benefited from existing regulations, mobilized to protect their interests. Government agencies, fearing budget cuts and job losses, dragged their feet on implementing reforms. Even within the White House, there were whispers of discontent. Some of Trump's advisors, accustomed to the traditional ways of Washington, viewed Musk with suspicion. They questioned his motives, his methods, and his ability to deliver on his promises. Musk, used to getting his way in the business world, found himself facing an uphill battle against a system designed to resist disruption. Section 6. Contracts and competition. Shaking up government spending. Musk's scrutiny extended beyond the inner workings of government agencies. He also set his sights on the vast sums of money the government spent on contracts with private companies. He argued that the current system was rife with inefficiencies, with billions of taxpayer dollars wasted on overpriced goods and services. Musk proposed a radical solution, introducing more competition into the government contracting process. He believed that by opening up bids to a wider range of companies, including smaller startups and tech firms, the government could secure better deals and drive down costs. This, he argued, would benefit both taxpayers and foster innovation by giving new players a chance to compete. The idea was met with mixed reactions. Some lauded Musk's focus on fiscal responsibility and his willingness to challenge the status quo. Others, however, expressed concerns about the potential for cronyism and corruption if contracts were awarded based solely on the lowest bid. They argued that quality and accountability should not be sacrificed in the name of saving money. Section 7. The price of progress. Critics question Musk's motives and methods. As Musk's influence within the Trump administration grew, so too did the course of criticism. Detractors questioned his motives, suggesting that his push for government efficiency was motivated more by self-interest than a desire to serve the public good. They pointed to his company's reliance on government contracts and subsidies as evidence that he stood to benefit personally from his policy proposals. Others expressed concerns about the potential social impact of Musk's cost-cutting measures. They argued that slashing government spending, particularly in areas like social welfare and healthcare, would disproportionately harm the most vulnerable members of society. They accuse Musk of prioritizing profit over people, of viewing the government as a business rather than a protector of its citizens. Musk dismissed these criticisms as unfounded attacks from those resistant to change. He maintained that his goal was to create a more efficient and effective government that worked for everyone, not just a select few. However, the questions about his motives and methods persisted, casting a shadow over his ambitious plans. Section 8. A new era in American politics, Musk's unpredictable influence. Elon Musk's foray into the world of politics was nothing short of extraordinary. He had leveraged his wealth and influence to gain unprecedented access to the halls of power, using his platform to advocate for a radical reshaping of American governance. His vision, a blend of technological optimism and ruthless efficiency, had the potential to upend decades of established practices. Whether his efforts would ultimately succeed remained to be seen. The forces of bureaucracy were powerful, and the political landscape was littered with the wreckage of failed reform attempts. Yet, Musk's sheer audacity and unwavering self-belief had earned him both admiration and apprehension in equal measure. One thing was certain: Elon Musk had irrevocably altered the dynamics of American politics. His willingness to challenge conventional wisdom, his embrace of disruption, and his unwavering belief in the transformative power of technology had forced a reckoning within the corridors of power. The full extent of his impact would likely not be known for years to come, but one thing was clear: the future of American governance would be shaped in part by the unpredictable ambitions of Elon Musk.